So logosynthesis is a relatively new system of guided change created in 2005 by Dr. William Lammers. And I became a practitioner because I'm a coach. So you need to be a coach or a counsellor or a therapist to train in it. And then I became a UK trainer as well because I became so fascinated in this new work and also being able to train coaches and counsellors and therapists to use it. So logosynthesis comes from logos, meaning word, and synthesis, meaning words put together. So in essence, it's 3 sentences that you use to clear and change old fears, limiting beliefs, patterns that we're stuck with from the past. So often we go round and round in circles with old patterns, old belief systems that no longer serve us. And it's a way of moving clients forward. So I use it a lot in coaching. So beliefs that are old, that were created when we were younger, maybe before 7, that we're still running on. And those programs actually hold us back. So there can be things like we might fail, we're not good enough, we're not lovable, all those kind of messages and thoughts that pop into our head. Part of a coaching practice with clients when you're working is about goal setting. So if we don't have goals, we tend to be a bit aimless in our life. And if we want to achieve things and make steps towards it, then we need to sort of break it down into goals or goal setting process, as we call it. So you might think where you want to be in 5 years' time, and then in 2 years' time, and then break it down to in 6 months' time and 1 month's time. And then, okay, so if you want to be here in 5 years' time, how do we actually work towards that? So goal setting is about setting small, measurable steps. People are driven by lots of things. And I think when we're younger, we might be driven by ambition, by success, by fame, by making money. So those are kind of those external drivers. But what I'm more interested in as a coach and in my work is what's your internal driver? So what's going on for you there? So people that are driven may have had very strong messages in childhood. For example, you have to be successful, you have to work hard, you're going to get there. Or other people might not have such great role models around them. So that causes some people to be less driven than others. So that's one thing. And I think also we're driven by things that are sometimes outside ourselves, like we want to please others, we want to get love, we want to get recognition. I think it's essential, it's very important. But for a lot of people, it might be quite unconscious what drives us. We can live our lives quite happily and well, but we might have a really strong driver. In fact, there's about 4 key ones: try hard, work hard, perfectionist, and all of those drivers can cause us to actually overstimulate, work hard, burn ourselves out. And it might take till midlife, and that's sort of the area I'm interested in, is transition time, 40s, 50s, when you go, hang on a minute, these old drivers are actually running the show, and that's not actually what I want anymore. And I think for women, the please others one is a very strong one. We're taught to really look after other people before ourselves. And so a lot of my clients have actually lost connection with themselves, and they don't quite know who they are anymore. So those drivers are fine, but they can sometimes, I would say, what's your true motivation? What is actually going on for you? What motivates you within your heart? You know, what's going on there?